Madonna's lace gloves in the 80s, to Lady Gaga literally arriving inside a giant egg in the 2000s. The red carpet has never been just a runway. It's been a battleground for attention, a playground for risk-takers, and sometimes a complete fashion fever dream. Today, we're diving into the most insane red carpet outfits that define two unforgettable eras: the bold, glitter-soaked 1980s and the experimental, no-holds-barred 2000s. So grab your hairspray and maybe a bedazzled flip phone, because this is going to get wild. 1. The power of the 80s shoulder pad. The 1980s weren't subtle. The red carpet was an explosion of bigger is better, and nothing screamed power like shoulder pads the size of small car bumpers. Stars like Joan Collins and Grace Jones strutted into award shows looking like they could take over a corporate boardroom and the dance floor at the same time. It wasn't just a style choice, it was a symbol of authority in an era obsessed with wealth and status. You could practically measure a celebrity's fame by the width of their blazer. 2. Sequins and more sequins. If you thought the 2000s loved bling, the 80s said, "Hold my champagne." Celebs were literally shimmering head to toe. Cher, Diana Ross, and Whitney Houston turned the red carpet into a disco ball parade. We're talking dresses that caught every flash of a paparazzi camera and reflected it like a laser beam. Sequins weren't just decoration, they were armor. And it wasn't just the dresses. Sequins popped up on gloves, boots, and even tuxedo lapels. Back then, you didn't just walk the carpet, you glowed. 3. Madonna's, like a virgin statement. 1984 MTV Video Music Awards, Madonna in a lace bustier, layered pearls, fingerless gloves, and that now iconic belt that literally read, "Boy Toy." It wasn't just an outfit, it was a cultural earthquake. She blurred the line between red carpet fashion and on-stage performance, proving clothes could be provocative and playful. Critics were scandalized, fans were obsessed, and Madonna cemented herself as the queen of shock and awe style before the phrase even existed. 4. The minimalist crash of the early 2000s. Fast forward to the 2000s, and suddenly, the fashion pendulum swung. Gone were the oversized blazers, in came barely their dresses. Think Paris Hilton in rhinestone chainmail, Britney Spears in plunging necklines, and Jennifer Lopez's legendary green Versace dress that basically broke the internet before the internet was even ready. The philosophy was simple: show more, cover less, and make sure every photo made headlines the next morning. In the 2000s, it wasn't about how much fabric you wore, it was how much you dared to leave out. 5. Lady Gaga's arrival. Inside an egg. The 2011 Grammys. The red carpet's moving, people are posing, and then what is that? It's Lady Gaga, in a giant opaque egg, carried by attendants like Cleopatra on parade. She called it creative incubation, but the message was clear. The 2000s weren't just about fashion, they were about the spectacle. The moment was so bizarre, so unpredictable, that it completely stole the show before she even opened her mouth to sing. 6. The denim disaster that became legendary. 2001 American Music Awards, Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake show up in matching denim. Not just jeans, denim everything. Hats, jackets, gowns, even the clutch bag. At the time, it was ridiculed as a fashion nightmare. But over the years, it became an ironic favorite, celebrated as the ultimate symbol of early 2000s excess and camp. It's the kind of look that proves red carpet outfits don't need to be beautiful to be unforgettable. 7. The return of the risk takers. While the 80s thrived on power dressing and the 2000s thrived on shock value, both decades shared one thing: a total disregard for playing it safe. From Grace Jones showing up in sculptural headpieces to Katy Perry wearing a fully lit-up dress at the 2010 Met Gala, the red carpet has always rewarded the fearless. And for the audience, that's the thrill. You never know if you're going to see a timeless classic or a full-on fashion catastrophe. And sometimes, they're both at the same time. 8. Who really won, the 80s or the 2000s? The 80s gave us glamour on steroids, bold colors, bigger shapes, unapologetic glitz. The 2000s gave us the wild child energy, unpredictable, playful, and occasionally absurd. Maybe the Real winner isn't one decade over the other. Maybe it's us, the viewers, who get to relive these moments again and again. Because whether it's a sequin gown or a see-through slip, the red carpet's true magic is in creating moments we never forget. From sequins to see-through, from shoulder pads to social media moments, the red carpet will always be the ultimate fashion stage. So tell us, which era had most insane looks? Team 80s or Team 2000s? If you love this trip down fashion memory lane, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because we've got plenty more style throwbacks coming your way.